Okay, this is a continuation of my first video showing the lake. Now the lake is at 77.55 as of today, the 30th of October. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now I'm not going to walk on this cinder path. I'm going to walk over closer to the lake so I can show it up against the wall. Okay, this will be a little longer video than my first one because I'm going to walk all the way to the other. This will be my lake video. There's a little bit of Lirio along here. A lot of it stacked up right there. Yeah, there's some big birds. Now they say those migrate to Canada in the summertime. And they just got back. And they're kind of a pelican. There's a name for them. There's two of them right there. I'll zoom in on them. Yeah, there they are. Three of them. Okay. I'm going to zoom back out so I won't make you dizzy. Yeah, the water's slapping up against here. And it'll be against the wall when we get down a little bit further. But this is beautiful. It's usually land out there where them trees are. This is as high as the lake has been since 2019. This is really beautiful. I wish it would get to 100%. I want to thank the people that watch my videos, and I hope you like them. I haven't been making many videos lately. I've been making a lot more short videos. Here's a car parked down here. And he has the new license plates. I won't show that too long. It doesn't matter. Some people don't believe in showing them. Yeah, we're down here next to the lake. Now the lake has been splashing up over here. They've had wind the last couple of days. Isn't that beautiful? Right up against the wall. I have to keep going because this is going to be a long video. This will probably be 15 minutes long. Maybe not. Yeah, look at that. Right up against the wall. Now I've seen it all land. All along this wall. Yeah, and now it's all water. That is so beautiful. Yeah, and there's clouds up towards Matsamigla. That is good. That's a good sign. Maybe there'll be some rain up there in the hills and more water can come down into the lake. The lake went up a little bit in the last 3 days, but only just a little bit. Maybe an inch. But an inch is a lot of water when the lake is this big. See, the higher the water gets, the more area there is on the surface. Now, I have seen water underneath this bridge, but I don't think I've seen it. Maybe it's the other bridge. One of these, there's two bridges here, and one of them I have seen water underneath it. I think it's the other one. So we're going to walk over this bridge, and this is looking over at where the pools are and the water slides. And I was supposed to rebuild all that, but they haven't done anything yet. They mainly worked on the tennis courts. Yeah, there's water underneath there clean up to here. Now, I don't think I've ever seen it up this far to that. There's a big log right there. just beautiful. Beautiful blue sky. See, there's not many clouds over that way, but over that way up towards the mountains there's clouds. But there's always clouds around mountains. The atmospheric condition changes around mountains. They always seem to have more clouds. Buenos dias. Actually, it's afternoon and I said buenos dias, but that's all right. They don't care. There's all the lawns over there and everything. The amphitheater. There's pipes buried here and water's washed down through here. It lets it drain. Yeah. Scorpion Island out there. I'll show that. That's Scorpion Island right in the middle. That's as far as I can zoom in. Okay, I'm zooming back out. I made a video out on there. I went out on a boat one time and went to Scorpion Island. Here's a tree that's fallen down. They haven't taken it away. They haven't worked on any of the benches. The benches here are pretty old. The boards have all rotted off of them. And they're just the old steel things. That's the way they've been for the last 4 or 5 years. But you can still sit on them. That's where they have the carnival here, out through there. When they have it here. I don't know if they'll have one here this winter or not. We're almost to the end. I'm probably going to keep this closer to 12 minutes. Maybe a little bit less than 12 minutes. So that's good. But look at that. Look at that beautiful lake. Yeah. And a little area coming out of the rivers. They're still letting water in, I think. There's Mount Garcia right there. No clouds on the top of that today. They're above it. Usually clouds hug the top of Mount Garcia. But that right there is up towards Matzamitla, right there. Right in the middle of the picture. I'm coming to the second bridge. Then we're going to walk down to the corner and I'll show this area here in front of some of the restaurants that you can go and eat in that are on the east end of the Melcone. Very nice restaurants where you can sit upstairs and watch the lake from here. Very beautiful places. Yeah, this is the one I've seen water up in quite a ways. Yep. See, it's way past here. This one is lower. I've seen water past the bridge right here before, but see, it's quite a ways past the bridge. I'm not going to be able to walk in the waterway and you can't get across right there. Okay, yeah, see the water is way up in here. See, these trees have floated up in here. Yep. Quite a lot of water. Water all above there. That's beautiful. Here's two men fishing. Now I'm going to walk over here on this corner by this wall, and this is where I'm going to cut this video off. Yep. Oh, here's a place that the rains washed it out. And the lake's in there. Wow. Another place. The rains are washed out. We had some heavy, heavy rains this year. Okay, now down along here is where these restaurants are. Now, that's the marina right there where the green is and all the trees. Scorpion Island out there. Just everything. 2 fishermen. Yeah, they're trying to catch this upper. Okay, thank you very much for watching this number 2 video, and I'm going to make a number 3 in just a minute after I get here. This is what I call the West Gate. And they're open. Usually during the week these are not open, but they're open now. And this is where the restaurants are that I was just telling you about. I'll walk over here to the gate and show this. Now there's restaurants all along right here. You can see the signs. I'll zoom in before I cut this video off. We can go upstairs in these restaurants. Yeah, all along there. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. And please tell your friends. And I make a lot of videos around Chapala and other places. Yeah, see the water's way up in here. They got this all nice and raked. Yeah, they keep it looking very nice. The leaves keep falling off these trees. And there's a lot of feathers here. So the birds have been up here and the ducks. But see, the water's all the way up in here. Now there's a place where you can do exercises. A little exercise area. Yeah, and here's water. Now I'll be able to go down there and get on it. Okay, and there's the amphitheater right over there. This is in Chapala, Mexico, Christina Park.